Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
You sound like Cartman.
I'm crushing it. I'm crushing it. Hey, good morning. Welcome to it. It's the Plan B Morning Show. It's Brock and Kiki. 7:08. Happy Tuesday. Don't forget we are streaming. What? What are you giggling about?
I was picturing you as this like fat little short Cartman, just having trouble breathing while you're gyrating.
Come on, you guys. Screw you guys. That's actually pretty good. I like that. I'm gonna make that into a song. Anyway, it is Brock and Kiki. Make sure you join us. We are streaming. Kiki's having some technical difficulties.
This morning. So annoying.
Minor technical difficulties here. Her camera keeps shutting off, and we're gonna get it figured out. Did your camera just kick off now, or are you scratching like? Are you scratching your underbreast? Oh, there now it's
the laptop.
Ugh, gross. Yuck.
Yeah, we'll
that's a bad picture there. Yeah.
Screw you, man.
You look awful. Look at that. That's
Yo.
Here you guys.
Here we go. We're back in business.
All right. Well, if it keeps cutting out, you may just want to leave the old crappy camera on, but it does look better. It's definitely going to help our viewership.
It's in color, so
yeah. It's better if you don't go Casper on us, old black and white, like an old timey movie. All right. Well, hey, we're gonna get to your morning dump, but Kiki, I do want to bring up something, and I'm calling you out because you got to stop watching those junk TV shows. I don't know, what were you watching yesterday? I came down.
Love is Blind.
Oh my God. UK. So that's what you were watching. The Love is Blind.
Yeah, I've already watched all the Love is Blind USA. So Love is Blind UK came out with one. It's nice because I've seen the other country ones too, but they're in a foreign language. So you have to read the subtitles like the whole time. So I was very pleased to see that another English speaking country came out with the Love is Blind.
I was flummoxed. I was baffled. I was I don't know. I can't describe.
What did you hear? What do you mean?
Let's see if I can remember. If I can remember some of the dialogue. It was these two British people, okay? And again, you're watching Love is Blind UK, and the conversation they were having, like, oh, do you like movies? I do like movies, and I thought marriage is so important to me. Oh, me too. They sounded like they had brain damage. The people you were watching sounded like they needed helmets to get around. And I mean,
I feel like you're already in hot water with the Brits.
I don't care. That's what they're putting out there. And it was like the dumbest conversation. No, I don't care. I don't care. Okay. They weren't.
Now you're dissing their love story.
Oh my God. It's like they found, I don't know. I came down and all I heard was, it was awful. And you're sitting there just lapping it up. Like it's rotting your brain slowly. There's no way.
No, it's an escape, honestly.
Like, who asked that question?
Not learning anything.
Like, that's the conversation. Is that what it is? Is it
the thoughtless show? That's what's nice about it. It can be put in the background. I can multitask while watching it. I can just, Yeah.
Is that why you women watch those shows? I'm not. It's
yeah. Makes us not think about our own stuff that's constantly in our brains. All the things we got to do.
Is that why the Kardashians are still famous? Is because women just like to watch and shut off their brains?
No, that's what you think. You think that because we watch the show, that's, they've got a million other things. If the show canceled today, they would still be fine. They'd still be doing the same crap they've always done.
Ugh.
We just wouldn't have to see it. So.
That's what I feel like. I just feel like this stuff is, I don't know. It's just using up valuable resources to put this on. It has no
Okay,
weight
let's
as far as society.
let's look at the shows that you watch.
Go ahead. I'll defend every single one of them. So why don't you name one? Name one.
Just some old-timey shows.
What? Like The Rifleman that teaches
Yeah.
moral and values, how to
It
be a good
doesn't.
person?
No.
The Rifleman, starring Chuck Connors.
Pretty prejudiced.
What? No, it's not. Okay, because there's a few Italians in Native American face, all right?
Yes.
But but it still teaches good values. That's just because of the time,
Sure.
okay?
The way they treat the women in some of those shows is
As they should, all right? Look, lady gets a little mouthy, Rifleman backhands her. Just saying. It's still better than the Kardashians. I'd rather have our daughter watch The Rifleman as opposed to
You would?
oh my
I don't
oh
know.
my god.
I
Oh
might
my
disagree with that. There's a lot of killing. There's a lot of guns
of
and
bad
shooting and
guys.
silent.
Of bad guys. It's better than,
Yeah,
who
she
got
doesn't
their
understand that.
well, I tell her, see, he's a bad guy, and the Rifleman, all right, is saving the town from the bad guy. And look, he's teaching good values to his son, how to be a good man, how to treat people right, everything like
I just
that.
don't like when the horses go down too.
They're stunt horses. They're made for that.
No,
It's not
there's
like
no way they aren't getting injured.
It's not like they're murdering horses left and right. Anyway,
I don't know that.
I'm just saying, when I walked downstairs and I heard whatever was, oh, you like movies? I like movies. Oh, I like movies too. Oh, it just was awful. It was terrible. Please find something else to watch. All right. At least that doesn't
I will consider it.
Again, I apologize if there are any nice UK people out there, and you don't sound like that, but the people on that show did. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, I like it. Oh. All right. Well, now that I've called you out, and again, you still didn't think of any other show that I watch that's as bad as that. So you're welcome, everybody. I watch better shows for sure. Meat Eater.
I'm trying to think what other shows you watch.
Watch Meat Eater. I like
You've been watching Meat Eater a lot.
Duck Dynasty's on there.
Duck Dynasty.
New Girl. I'm a big fan of New Girl. Oh, I heard her. Do you want to go get her and then we can do morning dump? That's actually good. Tell you what, you go get her. I'll talk about Screaming Yellow Summer and I'll make fun of your shows a little bit more. That'll be good. Do you like movies? Oh, I like movies. What a deep conversation we're having about movies. Oh, of course, everyone likes movies. It's stupid. What a stupid conversation to have. Do you like? That's my UK impersonation. Anyway, while Kiki is tending to the child, because the kiddo got up a little bit early today. Folks, it's the Screaming Yellow Summer going on. And today, guess what? Virtual qualifying round is happening once again, starting at 9 until 6. It's all online, super easy today. You can do it in the nude. We don't care. I mean, if you're at home, don't go out in public naked and then use your phone to register. I wouldn't do that. But if you're at home, you can be naked. That's fine. Everywhere else, I recommend having clothes on. ScreamingYellowSummer.com. Sorry, I digress. I won't talk about you being naked out in public on your phone, getting registered for the Screaming Yellow Summer. It's super simple. Few clicks of the button. You could be one step closer to being our big winner at the end of the summer, which, by the way, is like 2 weeks away. I believe tomorrow we are tomorrow we are 2 weeks away from the giveaway. So it is do or die time. Get yourself registered and you can be our big winner. And we got those 2 awesome prizes that are up for grabs. You get to pick if you are our winner. You can either ride like the wind with those 2 1,500-watt electric fat tire bicycles, or you like a little bit slower pace, you're a little bit lazier. We got the ride the couch potato option, which has the big ass lazy boy recliner, mini fridge, munchie money, PS5. How did I forget the coolest thing on there, which is I'm just happy with the recliner at that point. But anyway, ScreamingYellowSummer.com today, starting at 9. And of course, it's brought to you by the awesome people at Yard Shark. Yard Shark giving you the landscape of your dreams, from mowing to a full backyard, front yard, decking overhaul. Yard Shark going to get you taken care of. It's a local company. And they started here in Southwest Michigan, and they're just an awesome crew. And we'll have more coming up with Yard Shark. So check it out. And stay tuned for more. Also, check out our Facebook. Again, a great video with Yard Shark. It's Screaming Yellow Summer today, starting at 9. Everything you need, screamingyellowsummer.com. Yes, Eric, naked out in public gets you registered for a completely different thing. Thank you. That's right. You may get registered for Screaming Yellow Summer if you're naked out in public, but you will also get on a different registry, which is not one you want to be on. That's the kind where you got to go knock on doors and tell people about yourself. The less than flattering things like, hi, I'm Gary, and I'm a pervert. That's what it would be. That's what it would be. So be naked inside, please. All right. Well, I thought I killed enough time. I'm sure Kiki is probably getting the kiddo some orange juice, maybe getting her set up with some YouTube. I know it's the best way to start a child's day, with some sugar and a screen time. But hey, that's what happens when we're broadcasting from home and we don't have a sitter. That's what's going to happen. Actually, our daughter is probably starting to learn. You know, she's like, hey, if I get up early, I get to play on my tablet. I get to go watch cartoons, get some sugary treats. This is perfect. I'm getting up early every single day. Every single day. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I could tell you guys while I'm killing time? I don't think so. I got the Screaming Yellow Summer out there. Oh, we found a caterpillar in our backyard. Can I tell you about that? That didn't go at all like I wanted. So I was super excited because my daughter's at that very curious stage, as kids are, you know, when they're toddlers. And she knows all about caterpillars and butterflies. She's learned all about them. Well, I found a big ass caterpillar in my backyard. And I'm like, yes. Oh, let's get it. Well, I didn't do any research on it before. Thank God it's not like a poisonous caterpillar or anything, but it was like a fuzzy yellow caterpillar with little black spikes. So I got the mason jar. I poked the holes in the lid. I put the leaves in there. I put it in there and I said, Riley, look, we got a caterpillar. We're going to let it grow into a beautiful butterfly. And she's like, oh, that's great. And then she's like, can we check on my caterpillar? I said, yeah. And I said, hey, honey, why don't we look up what this caterpillar is? And we looked it up, and unfortunately, it's just a big moth. That's all it turns into a dagger moth, which is cool. It's a big moth, but it's not the beautiful, majestic butterfly that we were all hoping for. So anyway, I said, honey, I think we need to put this caterpillar back outside because it's not going to turn into a butterfly. It's just going to turn into a moth. And she seemed pretty upset about it. I was just telling everyone about the caterpillar.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I knew that was a bad idea from the get-go. You was telling her
like you
that
knew
you wanted to keep it and it was going to turn into this big butterfly. And I was like, it'll die before it gets there.
Yeah. Well, no, it didn't die. It just it wasn't
but I'm
a butterfly.
I think it would.
What? I take amazing care.
I just poked myself in the eye with my shirt and it's burning.
Yeah, you got
I can't see. It's like
you got yourself good, huh?
I whipped it.
You'd be okay. Do we need to get you a patch? Yeah. Do we need to get you a patch? I think you'd look good with a patch.
I have worn a patch before. When I used to build cabinets, I was working, I was staining cabinets and a big drop of paint thinner
got in your eye?
Went in my eye. I had to go to the I wore a patch for like 6 weeks.
It was when you were building cabinets and paint thinner got in your eye in your college days. Is that what you're talking about?
I was in college. No, it's a legit job. It is what it is.
In college, when you were trying to make money and you were a cabinet builder and paint thinner got in your eye. Is that what it was?
What other job are you insinuating I was doing instead?
Oh, you mean the air quotes aren't giving it away? What I might be insinuating?
What? That I was at a gyration station?
No, that's later on. That's not at all what I was implying. Anyway, all right. Are we good? Did you give the kiddo orange juice and cartoons? Beautiful. All right. Well, we have stalled long enough, folks. Let's do it. It's time for your morning dump. You know, if you get that patch, I could finally live out my pirate fantasy that I've always wanted.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't far off when I accidentally called the vampire teeth pirate teeth.
Yeah, no. I still you dress up like a slutty pirate. That's gonna work too. So put the eye patch on, and we'll give you we'll get you a peg leg, a bird for your shoulder. we'll go all out.
Let's get a bird that I can teach just to heckle you nonstop. That would be really fun. That'd be great.
I'm fine with it. Yeah, the bird just is real mean to me. I think that'll be good. I think it'll be good. Anyway, as always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-77
77.
or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Do you need like a ice pack or something with that with your eye?
Yeah, I think I need to put some eye drops in it or something.
Yeah,
It really
eye
hurts. Like,
drops.
keep it open. It's
It
hurting.
waters. Well, then
Oh,
close
here.
it. You're fine.
I need to put a warm wash rag on.
Doreen's got you. Are you going to go get a warm wash rag? We are never going to get this show done.
Oh, we got it. I'm just gonna put my hand over it. Just keep it
there
close.
you go. This is great. This is
Thanks,
going to be
Doreen.
this is going to be the screen grab. When we go to break, you can go get a pack, but the show's more important. Anyway,
Okay.
geez Louise, it's pumpthatseptic.com. Hit them up. They will get you taken care.
7777.
We've already done that, Kiki. Did you hit your brain? Did you puncture your brain? When
You know,
did
when you only have one eye, you feel like really not very balanced. And
yeah, throws you off. Don't go driving. You're going to hit a bunch of curbs. Anyway, my God, pumpthatseptic.com. This has been all over the place. In sad news, one of our favorites, library girl, Kendra Sunderland, who gained fame for her 2015 webcam stunt in an Oregon State University library.
What's the webcam stunt?
Every guy that's listening right now knows exactly who I'm talking about. Most of the females don't.
She was a real librarian?
No, she was not. If she was a librarian, she was not doing her job well.
Well, I thought maybe she was a disgruntled employee and decided to take advantage of her workplace.
No, that was not it.
She was pretending to be a librarian.
Yeah. Well, she was just recently arrested in Texas on a felony drug charge. Sunderland, now 29, was pulled over on Interstate 45 and found in possession of a controlled substance. After looking into it, all it was weed. So it's not really a big deal. After being booked, she was later released. Sunderland, whose adult film career took off after the infamous library video, has a massive following on social media and continues to celebrate the moment that changed her life. Again, every dude that is listening right now knows exactly who I'm talking about. You've seen the video probably a few hundred times.
What is she doing in the video?
So you really don't know. It's so
I have no idea.
It's so cute how innocent you are. So she went to an Oregon State University library, and she put on a little show. She showed the boobies. She showed the good. She did a little, and it blew up. It blew up and got her into the adult film industry. And she's continued.
That's where she wanted to be.
That's where she wanted to be. That was the end goal. And it worked. So, yeah. So, again, library girl, we're pulling for you. You're one of our favorites. And we
Is
hope
there not a better name than that? You just calling her library girl? Is that what she's known as?
What else, really? Can you think of a better name?
I mean, the librarian?
No, because she's not a librarian. That's the thing.
She didn't do the whole checking out books.
Yeah, she was just, she said that's all it was. Like, she was just there at the library. She didn't do the whole, hair up in a bun and big glasses. And is she sexy? Is she not sexy? And then she takes the glasses off, lets the hair down. Oh, she is a sexy librarian. And I got late fees on that Encyclopedia Britannica that I checked out to do that book report. And I'm gonna
You've thought about this.
Oh God, yeah, I've played this out in my head many times. Anyway, so we're pulling for you, library girl. We hope you're okay. We hope you're okay. We love you. What about this? Drinking too much water is also a problem. Sure, those 40-ounce Stanley cups are cute, and sure, Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers tweeted over the weekend that water is very popular, but scientists are saying, watch out. They're finding that while it's great to stay hydrated, overhydration in a hotter world is actually becoming a problem. These symptoms of too much water are everything from nausea to throbbing headaches to discolored hands. This is all according to WebMD. Experts say about a liter of water an hour is the max. If you
Jesus. Drinking a liter of water.
Well, that's the max. That's the max. Right.
So here's my thing is too much of anything, regardless of how healthy or good it is bad for you. Too much of anything.
Yeah, right.
So why are we bringing this up?
I don't drink enough water. It's
You
problematic
definitely don't. You
how
don't. You
little
do not.
yeah, how little water I drink. But I'm fine. All my numbers are coming back good. Again, people I think have been tricked by these water companies to think that they need to be sucking down. We're not a active enough society to be drinking the amount of water that we drink. All right. Besides, there's water in beer. I get plenty of water there. I
I
get
put
plenty of
ice
water.
in my wine, my red
Yeah, you're
wine,
fine. Yeah, it evens out.
adding water to it.
Yeah, I think I don't know when this became, but of course everything can kill us nowadays. It doesn't matter
Right.
if it's water, if it's salad, if it's cigarettes. At this point, we're gonna be murdered or killed by the stuff that we're doing. The air we're breathing is bad. The food we're eating has chemicals in it. It's
I
all
mean,
gonna kill us.
the air here gave me eczema,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
I know. I don't. I think that was just your weak southern skin couldn't handle it. I think
Oh,
that's
okay.
what it was. Get
Okay.
that weak, thin southern skin to help regulate the heat. You came up here. You're not hardy enough. You're not a northern woman, is what it is.
Too dry up here.
Yeah,
I'm used to 97% humidity.
yeah, right. So that's why you got to drink more waters because you got to stay hydrated because otherwise your skin just seizes up on you. But anyway, so don't drink water. That's the end of my statement on that. That's what I
Dating
gathered
a
from
flea. Isn't he dating a 19-year-old?
No, that's Anthony, the lead
Oh,
singer.
Anthony is. Never
Yeah,
mind. Not
yeah.
Flea.
I think Flea's happily married. He's been married for a long time.
Yeah, that's probably
But
right.
no, Anthony Kiedis, lead singer
Titus.
of the Chili Peppers, is
Yes.
dating. He's like almost 60,
19-year-old.
isn't he? And yeah, he's dating. Which is it's okay when a guy does it, right? The society doesn't freak out, or how does that work? What do you feel about him dating a guy his
I
age
don't know.
dating a 19 or
I
20
guess it's weird for me because now that we have I would honestly, before we had a daughter,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think I wouldn't have cared because I always
Yeah.
dated older guys too.
Yeah, it's weird. Did you
Not
date that
that old,
70-year-old? Did you date
but
that 70-year-old for a while?
no, I did not.
You went all Anna Nicole Smith there for a short while in college. It was weird.
Desperate. Um, no, but now that we have a daughter, I'm kind of like, I don't know. Does he not have any kids? Does he have any kids?
I don't know if he does or
I just
not.
think it would be hard for anyone who has kids to date someone that's like their
Well,
child's age or
well,
even younger.
if he has kids, they're older than his girlfriend for sure.
I know
For
for
sure.
sure. I
So
don't know. I just think
what
that's weird.
you're saying is after you and I divorce in that messy, very public divorce, and I find that hot 23-year-old when I'm going to say 65. That's going to be weird. That's going to be weird for everyone when that happens.
Good luck with that.
Why are you laughing? That's fun. I could pull it off. Come on now. I'll get some fillers, hair plugs. I'll get those ab implants, right? That's what I'm going to do. Veneers, fresh teeth. I'll be looking good. Nice spray tan, convertible earring. I could pull a 23-year-old.
We can tell. No, we can tell when you have fake things, especially on men. I feel like
Yeah.
men age with like a certain look, and when they have too much tightness going on, it's very obvious and it doesn't look good.
I just don't think you give me enough credit. I think I'm gonna, I'm gonna pull some 20-year-old ass when I'm 65. Nothing you can do
But
about it.
why would you?
You're
Why
gonna be-
would you
you're gonna
want
be
like a 20-year-old? That's a child.
It's 21. I said 23. All right, fine, 23.
Get closer to your 30s. I think
I don't
that's
want some,
good.
I don't want some gross old 30-year-old. That's yuck.
Late 20s should be the minimum age
No.
of
When
an
I'm
older guy
65,
going after a younger girl.
oldest.
And vice versa. Same with a girl. Same with an older woman. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you should not be dating like
Well,
anyone under 25. If
well,
you're like,
as long as they're, I think 21. Yes, I think they got to be drinking age. If I'm going to be honest about this, if they're still like 18, 19, that is weird to me, even though they're of legal age. I think like 21. All right, legal drinking age. Okay.
yeah, but legality should have nothing to do with it. It's called your morals.
If they want to date me, what's the problem? If I'm 65, of a divorcee,
You have to start thinking, what's wrong with her that she's with a 6-year-old man? She's 19 years old. That's crazy. Something's not right.
Well, she just likes older dudes, old
And
saggy.
he does look great. He does look attractive for his age. Not that 6-year-olds aren't attractive. I mean, he does look way younger, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, he does look like he's maybe 50 instead of
Yeah.
60. But
Saying
still.
like Brad Pitt, he could pull a 22-year-old like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Leonardo DiCaprio does it all the time.
Yeah,
But
I
they're
know.
not that old, are they? They're
Yeah,
50.
Brad Pitt's 60 years old.
No.
Yes, he is. Brad Pitt. I think he just turned 60. Yeah, he's 60 years old.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. He
When you
looks
see
fantastic.
actors and actresses getting old like that.
If I was
older.
if I was a 21-year-old woman, I would absolutely hook up with Brad Pitt, 60-year-old Brad
That's
Pitt.
true. I would too.
Right now.
But unknowing his age though. See, I didn't know his age,
Yeah.
so I would just,
tell you what,
it might startle me a little bit if I found out he was 60.
As a 38-year-old straight man, I would have sex with Brad Pitt right now. I would have sex with 6-year-old Brad Pitt. It does not matter. He is a handsome fella. I don't know. We're on a tirade. Long story short, I'll be crushing it when I'm in my 60s.
No, you won't.
These younger broads just get them like, hey, ladies, one at a time, please. All right. That is your morning dump. For God's sakes, we'll be back. You go get your warm compress.
It's doing a lot better now, but it's still a little burny.
You got 2.5 minutes. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, David. How about a toasty? Toasty, I always thought was a joint. Isn't that a joint? A toasty? Good morning, Stacy. I should do that as a dumb vocabulary one day. Trevor, going back to our pirate conversation. I don't know. I honestly don't know how I could word that, though, and not get in trouble. Anyway. All right, we got sports coming up next. What should we talk about in sports now that the Olympics are over? See, we got some Lions news. Kind of quiet. Oh, what a dumb language. Just say grilled cheese, morons. God almighty. Don't get me started. I don't need to get into an argument again with the Brits. They're all mad at me now because I said they weren't as funny as Americans. I stand by it.
I think I picked like the largest cloth I could have picked for the.
There you go.
It was smaller.
Good thing we're in separate rooms so people didn't think I hit you.
Okay.
All right, we got sports coming up
nice.
here.
Thank you, Doreen.
Does that feel better?
It does feel really nice.
Pussy. Oh, come on.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. What the hell? What the hell?
Oh, why is my camera going out again?
Yeah, I don't think our internet's working too good today. So Ryan, real quick, I have not looked. I'll go check my YouTube here in a little bit. See if we did. All right, you ready, Kiki?
Yeah.
All righty. Good morning. 7:37. Brock, Kiki.
Hello. I feel like I should be doing like pirate noises.
Yeah, but pirates didn't wear rags on their faces. They had
like a pie in pirate slang.
Oi, matey.
Oi, matey.
But again, though, you don't.
That was old. Oi, matey.
Wait, here's. Oh my! But again, though, you're not wearing a patch. You just have a rag on your eye. That doesn't make you a
Yeah, but
pirate. Now, if you had a
I still have like a pirate vibe right now because I can only see out of one eye, giving me pirate tendencies. I'm gonna
uh,
steal your stuff.
well, there's a lot of people that only have one eye. Not just
Oh.
pirates.
Like who?
I don't know. Good point. I didn't have anything to back that up. Pirates are the main thing I can think of. Yes. Yes. Anyway. Well, let's move on from your eye, which, by the way, I did mention this off air, but thank God we're in separate rooms. People would think that I'd beaten you on the show.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I did this to myself.
Yeah.
Typically what
Yeah,
happens.
that's usually what happens. And
Yeah.
hurting yourself. You are super clumsy between falling down the stairs, poking yourself
I
in the
have
eye
fallen down the stairs twice.
twice.
I had to get those little, rug runners on there.
And were you naked both times when you fell?
No, just the one time.
Just the one time. God, you hit that floor hard. It took everything I had not to die laughing, because there was a part of me that was obviously concerned because you came plummeting to the earth off of those stairs. But it was
Yeah.
also very funny because you were naked. I mean, you had a towel on, but I think the towel fell off. So
Yeah, we did have a good laugh about that. I think it
That
was
was.
laugh crying.
yeah, yeah, it was. I think I would say it was like you didn't know what else to do except laugh because you
Right.
just fell violently on there. Anyway. All right. Well, enough of Kiki's bum eye, and I didn't do it. All right, I didn't do it. She didn't burn the pot roast, and I gave her a what for. She just poked herself in the eye. Folks, we got to keep her moving here. It's time for sports. Okie dokie. Let's see here. It's pretty quiet because the Olympics are over. There's always some residuals from this that people are talking about, but overall, not a ton going on. We'll have more coming up, preseason football as we get closer to the weekend. I know there's some games starting on Thursday again. Why don't we just take a look at some quick scores? Baseball. Last night, the Guardians beat the Cubs 9-8. White Sox smoked the Yankees 12-2. Man, hit parade. Tigers were off. Tonight, Seattle taking on Detroit in Chicago. Chicago. Neither one of those. In Detroit. My God. That's at 6:40. By the way, you can catch that on News Talk Sports, 94.9 WSJM. Full coverage starting at 6:15. The Cubs taking on the Guardians in Cleveland at 6:40. And the Yankees taking on the White Sox at 8:10. Talking about some football news. This is interesting. The Detroit Lions signed quarterback Jake Fromm on Monday, adding depth at a position that took a hit when Hendon Hooker had a concussion. Detroit did not want to play a preseason game on Saturday night at Kansas City with just Jared Goff and Nate Sudfeld healthy enough to take snaps. The 26-year-old Fromm went 0-2 as a starter in 2021 with the New York Giants. The former Georgia star was released by Washington in May. Detroit was hoping Hooker would get experience this month, coming back from a knee injury that ended his college career in 2022. So that's what I was wondering. I'm like, oh God, are they worried there? But no, that's like that's the fourth on the depth chart. So I can't remember. Did the Chiefs lose this past weekend? They didn't they? Right?
You son of a bitch.
What?
Yes, they did lose. That's because
Okay.
they're not trying right now because they don't care.
I didn't.
Preseason's a joke.
I wasn't trying to start anything with you. I just was I was honestly curious. I was curious what was happening
We
there.
got the C team in, probably. No, even if they're not. We're just like jogging. No one's putting full speed in at this point. We're saving it for regular season where it matters.
Yeah.
No one needs a preview of our team. They already know we're the champs.
I'm guessing you guys are going 8-9 this year, and you're missing the playoffs. That's what's going to happen. I'm calling it right now.
No.
I'd rather have the Lions do better at this point. My NFC rivals. All right. NFC North rivals. I've got some other sports news here. And I guess it's sportsy, right? A team of engineers at Google is developing a table tennis robot that can compete with human players and win. Using an AI system, this thing can adapt and improve its game in real time. And while it's not quite ready for the Olympics, it did manage to win 13 out of 29 matches against human opponents.
Wow. What do you mean it's not quite ready for the Olympics? Like they're ever going to let What are we gonna have a robot Olympics? I guess we
Actually,
could.
I
That's kind
know
of fun.
it sounds kind of futuristic, and I don't know if they'd ever compete, but there's a very good chance in the future of sports it could be all robots. You know what I mean? Think about it. Like football, everyone's all mad at football. It's like, oh, it's too dangerous of a sport. So maybe we end up developing all robot players, and people control them, or it's AI generate. I don't know, but it's a possibility. But yeah, you can't ever have humans versus robots. Like you can't have like, well, Russia brought their
I
robot.
mean, there will be one. It'll be called a war.
Yeah, right. That's different. That's more Terminator-esque, right? Yeah, it's like the
the
ultimate
future.
competition when we're hiding in foxholes running from the Terminator. We've seen it. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. We got it. But you know what would be cool though? Something like this to have at your house. This is what I think would be cool. Like if you were able to just plug in your robot AI ping pong player at
And
home
play it. Yeah.
and play.
You don't have an
That'd be awesome.
opponent? Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of like, I mean, we've been doing that, in solitaire. You play in the house there. No, is that right? What's the game? What's the game where you play? I guess that would just be like poker.
What are you talking about?
Where you play like there's card games that you can play without an opponent.
You're saying like,
on your
yeah, like
computer.
solitaire, like or
Solitaire. Yeah,
Minesweeper.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
It's be fun to actually have like more physical games that you
Right.
can
Right.
play.
I got you. It was a bit of a stretch, but I understand what you're
It
saying.
is a stretch.
I got you. I get yes. Actually, being able to do some physical activity because right now, unless you have a human to play against in ping pong, forget about it. Or
Well,
what
not
about?
technically. No, they have the ping pong where the table that you put it
That's
up.
not as. I get what you're saying. Right. You can just, but there you're just volleying with yourself. You're just volleying
You
with
are.
yourself. Of course,
You're playing with
Yeah.
yourself.
playing with myself. I am playing with my. Don't mind me. I'm going down in the basement to play with
Just-
myself. Ping pong. I mean.
Mom, ping pong.
Are you down there playing with yourself again? Yes. Leave me alone. But yeah, so I don't know if that's going to be available to the public anytime soon or what. But I just think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anything else? Do you have anything in sports? What do you got going on in sports?
I honestly did not prepare much for sports today.
I know now that, like I said, now that the Olympics are over.
Fun, and that was the only thing I was really interested in at this moment. I've checked out of baseball. I'm not ready for football yet. So
Yeah.
Olympics is kinda all I have for now.
I will say I watched that Australian breakdancer for a good hour yesterday.
I did too. I finally watched the videos.
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
But
Terribly awesome.
You know what's crazy is I watched again, I did a deep dive. Because I don't have a real job and I have way too much free time. Like I did a deep dive on Rachel Gunn from Australia. They showed a video of her warming up down below and she was crushing it. She before the actual competition, she was down there popping, locking, doing the spins and stuff. I'm like, damn, that actually looks good. And then
that's not what she did.
No, it's not at all what she did.
She chose every corny old school dance move you could possibly do. And she was on the floor most of the time, just
I really enjoyed what was that move where she brought her hands to her feet and then she kind of scooted, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't know what she was doing. She was scooting around majority of the time in some form.
It was wild. I would describe it as, and I don't know and again, if you have not watched the Australian breakdancer with this, and this is something that we will probably talk about for as long as the Olympics will be around, because if breaking is ever brought back onto the table, she will be brought up again. She will always until the end of humankind. All right. As long as the Olympics are talked about, she is a part of that now. She is a part of that. And I don't want to dog her because she seems really nice. And I kind of liked her mindset going into it. She has a background in dance, but she went out there with no, how do I word this?
No experience. This is not even not her professional. I mean, it's not what she does for a living.
Yeah, it's not her why can't I think of the word? It's not her discipline. Hip hop is not her discipline, but it looked like something you would see at a youth church camp, like that
Talent show.
yeah, no, that Christian hip hop group that they bring out to try and seem cool and hip with the kids. Like, okay, kids, let's rap about God. And then they break. That's what it looked like. That's the best example I can give for that.
And it's synchronized.
It's synchronized. I don't know, but it's wild. So yeah,
I'm gonna learn her routine.
That's actually, you know what? With your dancing capabilities, you could
I
probably
know.
pull off.
Honestly, those moves are right up my alley.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
kind of more my style.
Yeah. The Australian Olympic break dancer is your style. That's great. But anyway. So yeah, if you got some time again, like I said, I spent a good hour watching that.
It's also not her fault. Like
No.
they put her on that team.
Yeah.
Unless she I don't know, had something, she blackmailed them or something to put her on the team.
Yeah. Look,
she had this glorious plan.
Yeah. I have compromising pictures of all of you on the Australian Olympic Committee. If you don't let me go there and break dance, I'm going to release it to the public and you all will lose your jobs. Yeah. That actually sounds more realistic. Honestly, it does. It does.
Yeah, because why else would they put her on there when she's not even a breaker, a break dancer?
She had
blackmail. She had dirt on her.
Dirt on the Australian
100%.
Olympic Committee. Yeah. Yep. All right, fine. We'll let you break dance. Please don't release those photos. Anyway. All right. That's your sports. We'll be back with more. Stick around. Good morning, Morgan. Good morning, Troy. Good morning, everybody. All right, we got topic of the day coming up, which I forgot what it was.
It's hobbies that people spend
a
crazy amount of money on. And
or a lot of money on.
You don't understand it. I have some good ones. I have some good ones.
Okie dokie artichoke.
Well, I can't find it now.
No. Jesus.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you?
Yeah.
You ain't ready. Oh. Coffee's got me sweaty this morning.
Mine's like not waking me up today.
Yeah, I said that nap threw you off. Good morning, Gavin. Welcome to it. God, August 13th. What the fudgesicle?
Yep.
Shooby dooby doo. All right, got about 30 seconds here. 30. All right. All right. Here we go. All righty. Good morning. 7:52. It is the Plan B Morning Show. Brock, Kiki.
Good morning.
Oh,
I forgot I was going to show everyone what I got at the Blueberry Festival this past weekend.
what'd you get at the Blueberry Festival this past weekend? We're all dying.
Look how adorable.
Oh, that is cute.
Beach glass. So then me and my sister, we were like, we want to make more. Like, we bought these, obviously, but we're like, we want to try and make something like this. So we went and got some driftwood off the beach.
Yeah.
And we searched for 2 hours for beach glass. Who knew beach glass was so hard to find?
That's not real beach glass.
We found like 3 tiny little green pieces and like one tiny like clear one. It's very hard to find.
You know, you got hosed on that, right? That's not real beach glass. That's some lady ordered a bag.
I told my sister, I said, we can just order some beach glass online.
Yeah, that lady ordered some beach glass from China and some driftwood from China and made that, and you got hosed. Oh yeah,
there's some cool artwork that people do with the beaches around here. I love it. I have lots of artwork from different places around here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really from the Michigan beach. I found it myself. I'm going to charge you $85 for it, even though I took it. You stole that from the beach and you are selling it now. That's what it is. No, it's very nice. Very cute. Handmade by a sweet old lady. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, welcome to it. It is time for your topic of the day. Don't forget we are streaming. We'll be on for a little bit longer here. You can get in on the fun. Your topic for today, and this isn't a knock on hobbies. So don't be offended if we bring up your hobby. But what's a hobby people spend a lot of money on and you don't understand why?
Home brewing.
Ooh, Eric's gonna be mad at you. Eric's gonna be mad at you. He makes a lot of
a lot of equipment and a lot of time. And if you're not going to sell it, I guess that I'm trying to pick things that I don't feel like there's a return on your investment.
Right.
Right. There's photography too, right? A lot of expensive equipment, but hopefully maybe you are charging some people for photos and you can somewhat get your equipment paid for eventually.
Right.
Home brewing, I feel like, is a hobby that can be quite expensive and take up a lot of room in the garage or the basement, and maybe some failed attempts, some bad products. You got to start over. I don't know. Are you selling it? Are you selling it? You making any money off of it at all? Is it a true investment? I don't know.
You're not wrong. I think that's a labor of love, and it's not cheap. And right, it's like it'd be different if I could just go, put like some powder. Eric said, "How dare you, Kiki? No meat for you," right there.
Sorry,
but it's like I do agree with you. Like all the time, and as much as I love beer or even wine, like making your own homemade wine, like it sounds, but it does seem like a lot of work. And it's not like you just mix some stuff together and then get to drink it. It's like, I'm going to make this.
Things have got to sit.
They got to sit for a while. They got to ferment. Yeah. And then if it doesn't go well, and you got to buy all the beakers and vials and mix it up right and make sure it's not. Yeah.
Then you got to start over, mix it differently. If you don't like something, I just think it's like definitely someone who is very patient. I feel like can do a brewery.
Yeah. Good answer. I don't think you're wrong on that one. I like that answer.
What do you got?
For me, it's designer clothing, fashion. Now, would you consider
that a hobby? Like you name brand clothes?
Yeah. Like it's people who collect sneakerheads, and like you.
Yes.
You don't. Some of them you don't even wear. Or if you do wear them, you're so nervous about, getting a grass stain or stepping in a dog pile. Like that does not make sense to me. And the price of some of these shoes, things that go on your stinky feet. I don't, anything that is made to walk on the ground, be on the dirty ground. I don't know why you would spend a lot of money on, and sneakers come to mind, but also too, like any kind of designer fashion stuff. And there's some people that just go nuts for the Gucci and the Armani. And I don't understand that hobby. I really don't. You spend too much on it, What
about speaking of collecting, what about like collecting I want to say stamps, but I don't think people do that anymore.
Yeah, people still do. Yeah.
I always talk about that. But like action figures in the box. Remember
Yeah.
back in the day, people used to collect Beanie Babies, but those are good collections, I think. But I don't understand it because you're just gonna die with those things. You're not seeing any collecting. Some guy who collects those types of like comic books or action figures,
Mhm.
they're not selling them off.
Yeah.
So then, it might be a good investment for your family to then sell them once you're gone and probably make a good
Yeah. This is
penny off
this
of
is
them. I don't know.
this is where I'm at. If
And maybe
I
it's
had
not about the money. Maybe they
I
just
know
like
it's not a
looking
lot
at
of
it.
people. A lot
Probably
of
not.
people do.
Probably
Yeah, a lot of people enjoy it, but I'm sure you also still want to, maybe turn a profit on this stuff. You buy an action figure for, I don't know, a rare action figure for $1,000. You might want
Right.
to be able to turn around and say, like, no, I'm holding on to this thing forever. Like you can sell it for 50,000. Nope, not doing it. The point I was going to make is if I had a family member whose dying wish was for me to take on their collection and don't ever sell it. It's my rare collection of this. I'm selling it. I'm getting rid of it. I'm
Selling it
sorry.
immediately.
I'm taking the money.
Not your hobby.
And honestly, I'm probably going to get ripped off on it because I just don't want to have your junk anymore. I don't care that it's rare, Grandpa. I'm selling it. I'm selling it right away. We got some great answers here on Facebook. What's a hobby people spend a lot of money on and you don't understand why? Dawn said fishing. That's a great answer. It is.
It kind of goes alongside golf. I saw a lot of golf
Right.
on there
Golf
too.
is a real
Same
popular.
thing. It's
Yeah.
a lot of expensive equipment. Clubs are expensive, balls are expensive,
Yeah.
and
Well,
yeah,
and just a lot of places paying for a round of golf is
paying
expensive.
for a round. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I totally understand because there's times where I'm like, why do I have all of the I've just spent and I'm still spending money and I'm looking at more ways to spend money for a hobby that honestly frustrates me lots of times. Same thing with golf. It's like, nah, that's why golf, I don't buy expensive. I use range balls and as cheap as I can get because
Because
it's
golf's not really a hobby for you. You like to play, but you don't play
yeah,
often enough
it's
to
not right.
really
It's not
invest
enough.
in good equipment.
Yeah.
But fishing, you do. You fish a lot.
Yeah.
It's like a mini general store in our basement or in our garage now.
Yes.
With all the fishing equipment. You could
Oh, yeah.
you could get new everything each time you go fishing because you have
Yep.
enough stuff hanging in the garage.
Yes,
You can get
never,
a new package
never,
of whatever bait you're using
never enough. Never enough.
every
Well, look,
time.
I can't take on Bass Pro Shops if I don't grow my collection, Kiki. Okay, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Do you know how many bobbers I've thrown away this week, by the way?
Don't throw. That's why I got to buy new ones because you keep throwing them away. Stop it.
No, you don't even know that they're in the house. Why are they even in the house? You give
I
them to
know.
Riley to play with, and then she loses them. You don't even know that they're.
How dare
You don't even know that they exist anyway. So when I
I
finally find them under the chair, under the table, under the couch,
I know
or in
where
Riley's junk drawer, I just
every
throw them away.
single bobber is. You bitch. Don't you
Bobbers
dare.
everywhere. You collect bobbers. It's crazy.
What-
It's literally
what-
in your pocket right now. Do you have a bobber in your pocket?
No, but I do have one in the truck. I
Yeah,
think
I know.
it's
They're
right there.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut up and leave my bobbers alone.
I'm getting summoned by our dog.
Are you?
Right.
We got a couple more answers here. I like Chad's answer. He said Harley Davidson. How motorcycle Harley
Very
Davidson,
true.
yes. And look, I love our motorcycle guys and gals. I've owned motorcycles throughout my life, but yeah, Harley Davidson, people spend a lot of money on that. But it's a great product, so I can't knock the product. But yeah, that's definitely a good answer. Just I think motors and cars. Cars is an expensive hobby too, and it's hard to understand that. Why would you buy? Right, like I got a buddy who has a car that like he does not drive because it's worth so much money, and it's like why would you do that? I don't understand.
Car collecting is crazy. That you
Yeah.
don't even drive them. Why?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Here's some other ones. Brandon said online gaming. Yeah, that's a good answer. Again, we're not knocking any of these hobbies, but some of the add-ons people buy, like the packages, I'm like, what are you doing? Just play the game. No, I got to have this skin and this package. And I'm like, that seems expensive. Robert had a good answer. Gambling. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very good answer.
Literally very expensive.
Very expensive. Yeah, that's not a good hobby to have. I guess if gambling is your hobby.
It's a hobby. I think that's an addiction.
Yeah, right. Katie said horses. Yeah, that is. Yep.
Yeah,
See,
it's
what's is interesting because at one point horses were the only thing we needed. We had to have them. And now they're one of the most expensive things to have. If like you have a horse, you are spending a lot of money for something that is not necessary at this point. Yeah, but golf was a really big answer. Joe, Jeff all said golf. Allison said pickleball.
Speaking of golf, save the date.
Yeah, right. So yeah, if you guys want to spend some more,
Halloween golf tournament, October 26th.
I want to end with Matt's, and then we'll get going here. So a hobby that people spend a lot of money on, and you don't understand why. Matt said walking. You go get your fancy poles and special shoes and vest and blah blah blah. You've been walking since birth. That's not a hobby.
You mean, okay, so it's like,
You know the people that got the
Yeah.
walking poles,
not hiking, but like actual walking.
like walking, like what? That is pretty funny. I guess
Your
that is
fanny
yeah.
packs.
For something that we all just do. You're out there. You got your sweatbands on, your water bottles. You're walking, Gary. Calm down.
Your ankle weights.
No, yeah, your ankle weights. You're really taking that walking thing seriously. You're just walking, man. Anyway. All right. Good answers on there. Thanks, everyone, for getting in on the conversation. We're going to be back with more. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. All right. Why don't you go get the kiddo before she starts a controlled burn in the living room? Ooh, Gavin had a good one, too. Sorry, I missed that. Hunting. That's yeah. Oh, I can't hear you, Kiki.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go.
It's because I'm not talking.
That's a really good answer. All right, do you have to go?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Stay in the
Thanks,
room,
everyone, for
Regina.
hanging out. We appreciate it. We'll see you soon.